This is number 2 on the end of module review. It says use an area model to explain the product of 5 7/10 and 4. Then we're going to write the product in standard form, word form, and expanded form. So it's asking us to do quite a few things. The first one is to use an area model to explain the product of 5 7/10 times 4. So we know product is the answer to a multiplication sentence, which means we're going to be multiplying these. So an area model, remember you make a little rectangle. This is your area model. How do you find the area of a rectangle? You do length times width. So we're going to fill in our digits in the length and width. I'm always going to put my single digit over here before. And then we're going to multiply it by 5 7/10. So we got to see how many digits. 1, 2. So I'm going to break this into 2. Put my 5 here and my 7 here. Now let's look at the place value. What place value is my 5 in? It's in the ones place, so these are 5 ones. Let's look at the 7. What place value is it in? It's in the tenths place, so this is 7/10. Now, just like when finding the area, we have to multiply length times width. So let's do the first one. 5 times 4 is 20, and let's label it because they're 21s. Go to the next one. 4 times 7 is 28 tenths. Now let's come down and write our partial products in standard form down here. So 21s as in standard form is just 20. You can put some zeros after it if you'd like. And 28 tenths, remember when we're writing a decimal, we look at the last place value and put it in the place value they're giving us. So we've got to put the last digit in the place value they're giving us. So we've got to put our 8 in the tenths place, so the decimal goes there and we fill it in. The 2 will be in the ones place. So we have partial products of 20 and 2 and 8 tenths. So we have to add them up. The most important thing when adding decimals is to line up the decimal. 2.8. I'm going to put a 0 here to hold my place value. Let's add. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 8 is 8. 0 plus 2 is 2. And 2 plus 0 is 2. So the product of 5 7/10 and 4 is 22.8 or 22 and 8 tenths. So that is actually already written in standard form for us. So we've done that one. Now it's asking us to write it in word form and expanded form. Let's do word first. Word is just like it sounds. You're going to write that number out in words. So it helps to just say it either out loud or in your head. This is 22 and 8 tenths. So let's write that down. 22. And remember the decimal is and 8 tenths. Okay, so there we got word form. Check. Now for expanded form. So with expanded form, you're going to have to look at the place value it's in. So let's start with the first digit. 2 is in the tens place value. So we're going to write 2 times 10 to represent that we have 2 in the tens place. So there will be 2 tens, which is 20. Now let's add it to the next digit. 2 is in which place value? The 1. So we're going to have to multiply 2 times 1 to show that there will be 2 ones. 2 times 1 is 2. So now we're going to add the next place value. The 8 is in the tenths place. So we're going to have to multiply 8 times a tenth to show that there will be 8 tenths. Now you can write a 1/10 in 2 different ways. You can either do times 0.1 or you can multiply 1 over 10. Both of those are correct to show a tenth. When you multiply 8 times a tenth, you get 8 tenths. So if we were to do this, it'd be 2 times 10 is 20. 2 times 1 is 2, and 8 times a tenth is 8 tenths. And when you add those together, you'd get 22 and 8 tenths. So we just took this out and expanded it.